Pokemon, what is happening? Yep, the market is going absolutely crazy. And in today's video, we'll be discussing the fact that is maybe a potential Pokemon bubble. Not the same as the COVID bubble, but sort of similar in a sense. And what that means for everyone, including myself and you. And I just want to make sure, like, during all of this, that people don't get into this whole FOMO thing and therefore spend all their money or money they don't have, which is even worse, and it all comes crashing down. And look, people getting lots of debt, it doesn't work out. And I just want to make it very clear that actually it depends on what you're doing. If you're trying to invest, if you're trying to collect, if you're ripping shipping, or if you're just a casual collector, like listening to everyone talk about the market and the issues or what's going on and the prices just going up and up. I think there needs to be some context in this, and that's why I want to go through this, and I will make sure that nobody is just buying out of FOMO, essentially. Because ultimately, I'm not panicking for what's going on in the market. Sometimes it looks a bit scary, but there's no need to panic. And I want everyone watching this to also not panic and make the right decision for them. That's right. You need to make a decision for yourself, not what everyone else is doing. And it might be you miss out. It might be that you've succeeded in terms where loads of people haven't. But I just want to make sure there's not too much FOMO going on. We're going to start with the Prismatic Evolution side of things, and then we're going to go on to Surging Sparks, and in particular a certain Pikachu card, because what's happening with that in my eyes is quite ridiculous, but I'll explain that in a second. So Prismatic Evolution, I know I've spoken about this set already. However, more products have come out since, and well, it's all sold out on the Pokemon Center. The reason why I say Pokemon Center is because literally it didn't take long. The ETB have already gone through, but they put other products on. So the bundles in particular went out, and being a specialty set, naturally the bundles are like one of the highest sought after products. But even the surprise box, and even like I think the plain mat and the sleeves sold out pretty much instantly. I'm going to say instantly, within a couple of hours. It was very, very quick. And there's many reasons why this has happened. The first up, the Pokemon market itself. So, like I said, we're kind of in a bubble at the moment, potentially due to people being able to make more money this year in, say, the stock side of things, with the interest rates changing. And I mean all over in the UK and the US in particular. I don't know for necessarily for other markets what's going on. And potentially there's more money, there's more disposable income. So people can put that into collectibles, because collectibles is also going up, not just Pokemon. There's similar sort of things going on with other collectibles at the moment. There's more money. So that obviously, when it comes into the market, kind of like COVID times, obviously prices get inflated naturally. And along with that, obviously the whole supply and demand. I won't go into the in-depth part of that and the economics, etc. But it's essentially, you've only got so much supply, but lots of demand, naturally things sell out quicker and prices go up. Very simple way of doing it. And obviously I want to add, I am, not a qualified person to do so. Everything I say is my own opinion, so I just want to get out there now before people at me in the comments. I mean, you still can. I'll respond to it either way, so go for it. So the Pokemon Center sold out. Then you've got normal companies. So both here in the UK, I know in the US, even like Walmart, for example, Target maybe, they put their pre-orders up, and the same sort of thing happened. It sold out, and we're talking products. So if you look at my other video, which will be linked sort of somewhere up here. It'll be the first link in the description down below. Lots of products are coming out across the year. And we're talking from January all the way to September. And they even announced a new product, which was a 2-pack, I believe. And it has the EV for the Pokemon Day. I mean, in my eyes, there's going to be plenty of this product throughout the entire year. When you've got the other sets coming out, which aren't just normal sets, we're talking some big sets potentially coming out next year, then actually, why were you so worried? Why are you panicking all of a sudden? And I think that's where the issue is at the moment, the Pokemon market, especially with Prismatic Evolution. There is an opportunity cost involved in this, and that is the secret art rares have been spoilt, obviously in the Japanese. There is a new Moonbyon. There's also a secret illustration rare for all of the evolutions, but there's no guarantee these prices will go up. There's also a chance that they go up very quickly at the beginning and then come crashing down when, say, the Team Rocket set comes out, or the Gym Challenge type set comes out. Nothing is set in stone. Could you miss out on the Moonbyon 2.0? Yes. Is that an issue and should you panic? Also no. So let's just quickly go over what I've said and dive into it a bit more, shall we? So when the set is released on, was it January the 17th, I think it is, the stuff that sold out for that day on the Pokemon Center will be back out. So even if it wasn't sold out now, a couple of weeks beforehand, it would be sold out, and then it'd be open for the first day. It will sell out very quickly again. However, there is the opportunity for everyone to buy again. So as a casual collector or investor, there's still a chance to get these cards. to get these products, to get the sealed products in particular. However, on this occasion, there will probably be some limits on it, so you can't buy 4 at a time. There aren't that many people that was able to get 4 of the Pokemon Center EDBs. In an actual case, most of them was 2. It might even be maximum 1. Like, they do that, so that's possible. We don't know what the print run allocation is going to be, but the fact it's going to be out during the entire year with different products means there's going to be plenty of these packs available. So if you just want to pick up some packs from your local store, there will be plenty. There will be genuinely plenty. And there might be initial sort of people buying out these products, but they won't disappear. They will genuinely be around for a while. If you go to your local store, you'll be able to get them. And you know what? If you pay $1 or £1 or £2, $2 more than we would normally, that's absolutely fine for a pack. Honestly, at the moment with a special set like this, I wouldn't be too fussed about it. But there's also no need to buy 100 packs for the sake of buying 100 packs. If you're an investor, however, things change a little bit. Obviously, you want to get the lowest price you want for these. So obviously, at the moment, that might be MSRP or ORP, depending on how you put it. So you might miss out. At the same time, if you're investing long-term in this, buying these for actually MSRP or slightly above it is okay, because you're looking for the 3, 5, 10-year side of things, and therefore the sealed product, it doesn't matter. If you're a scalper, I don't agree with scalping. I think it's nonsense, and you're looking to make money really quickly, then yes, you want them as cheap as possible. So sometimes it's below MSRP, at MSRP, and you need them straight away. So you sell. And when I say inflate the price, I don't mean in a bad way. I mean, you want to, when it comes out, you want to be selling it with enough profit to make the scalping as such worthwhile. Don't scalp. Just please don't. There are people out there, and hey, people make money out of it. And it's not just Pokemon, it's literally every kind of hobby in that it exists. It's an unfortunate part of it. If you're a collector, if you're a really big collector, you might have lots of money, and therefore it doesn't matter. You'll just buy whatever the going rate is for something because you really want it. For example, the Moonbyon. And the reason why I bring that card up in particular is the current Moonbyon is going for like $1,000, $1,500. And yet people are still buying it. And I think that's what people need to realize is, if the Moonbyon 2.0 does exactly the same, there will always be people that will buy it at these prices. Yes, if you're a collector like me who can't afford that, you might miss out. And it's okay to miss out in this hobby. It's absolutely fine. So don't just FOMO into it. Don't try and raise £1,000, $1,000 for the sake of it. It's okay to miss out. Maybe you can trade into it at a later point with like 10 trades that are worth the value. Like don't just buy into this. But ultimately, the main thing with this like Prismatic Evolution side of it is there will be plenty of product around. You might not be able to get the sealed products you want necessarily straight away. You have to wait a little bit. There might be a reprint, but there will be plenty of this product around, I believe. Yes, that is my opinion. Obviously, I could be horribly wrong, but I believe there'll be loads. So I wouldn't be too worried about getting your hands on packs of Prismatic Evolution. So please don't FOMO into this. Try and spend lots of money at the beginning. All the scalpers out there that try and pull it up for like a normal ETB. So I'm not even talking about Pokemon Center, but a normal ETB. People start selling it for like £70, so almost $100 for the sake of it. You don't have to. You don't have to buy it. Okay? Just want to make that very clear. You don't have to. You can wait. Or you just go to a store, because I think what's going to happen is, for the general stores out there, so Walmart, Target is going to have loads. If you're in the UK, then actually places like Waterstones will have it, which at the moment is kind of my go-to. Smith's Toys, selling Surging Sparks for £45. Those who aren't from the UK, £45 is a good price for it, especially over new sets. But there's loads of toy shops that sell ETBs and stuff, say, for the £50 mark, which for this Prismatic Evolutions, amazing. So you might need to look in stores more and not rely online. It's the simple truth. Why are the prices going up in the Pokemon market, however? And this is kind of to do with Surging Sparks at the moment and into Prismatic Evolution. There are a lot of people my age who collected it when they were younger and have come back into it, and they have money to obviously buy into the hobby properly beforehand, instead of just buying like one pack of it once a month when you got pocket money as a kid. Also in the bubble, which means there's lots of money in the hobby. So obviously that's one of them. But there's also money in it in terms of a new style of, I say, buying Pokemon cards, and that is rip and ships. So lots of people on YouTube, lots of people on Whatnot, on Twitch, on TikTok are buying packs to rip them open and sell. So they're selling the packs, they're selling the cards inside it, etc. That is like completely gone through the roof in terms of how many people are doing that. Why? It can be very lucrative. There's hundreds of thousands of pounds and dollars a day being made by people, millions in a week. Okay, and I'm really talking about millions. Like, I mean, not necessarily profit, but millions of sales made. It is crazy. We've not necessarily had that for a while. I know during COVID, obviously, I think like lots of that happened for natural reasons. And it certainly has just grown since it, of the whole e-commerce side of business and this hobby. And we've not had that like 10 years ago. And that's kind of inflated. And as a result of that, they need lots of product. So they're buying lots and then they're selling it, but they're opening it. So this whole supply and demand side of things, it kind of changes it. It kind of changes the dynamic of the market. I'm not saying it's the sole reason for what's going on. There's many, but I do think that is a big thing for it. So that is something to bear in mind, that with that style of selling packs, whether they rip it on stream or send it, it's a different way of selling packs that we've not seen. We've only seen, say, the last 5 years. And therefore that's kind of changed the dynamic of everything that's going on. Which brings me on to Surging Sparks and the most recent set. Sorry, Prismatic Evolutions. Explain that enough at the moment. I'm sure there'll be more videos from myself and other people. And then we've got Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks is the last main set of the year. That's the last set of the year, but in English anyway, but the last main set of the year. And I think it's the first set in a while, even compared to Twilight Masquerade, where it sold out quickly. There's been lots of interest in it. Prices are going up. Booster box is going up. And there's a lot of people talking about it on YouTube, like myself now. I just want to make it very clear that what prices we see now is not necessarily prices we'll see in a month's time, 2 months' time, 5 months' time, a year, 2 years. Now, obviously, some of that could go up, some of it could come down. But what I mean by that is just because there's a Pikachu secret art rare at the moment doesn't mean you have to get it. Booster boxes are going up in price. I think it's like $170-ish. Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean you have to buy it. Even if it keeps going up and you might have missed it, unless you're investing in it, doesn't really matter. People will pay that price for a booster box in 5 months' time. It will probably go down a little bit. It might not go down properly all the way, but it will go down. I think, let's just face it. I'm not saying there's going to be a crash coming, but it will drop, especially with Prismatic Evolutions coming out and then sets next year. It won't drop like loads. It won't be under $100 or £100, however you want to look at it, but it will drop. So you can wait. That's absolutely fine. But unless you're investing in it, it doesn't make a difference. If you're ripping ship, well, the packs are going to be, you can sell the packs for this sort of similar price, so it doesn't matter. But if you're just someone, essentially like me, who just wants to collect but not spend a ridiculous amount of money, doesn't have lots of free cash to spend, it doesn't matter that you're not buying Surging Sparks at the moment. Whether that's individual cards, whether that's sealed products, it doesn't matter. There's no point in me taking out a loan, using my credit card, because it means nothing. I just want to make that very clear to everyone that we don't need to be buying this stuff if you can't. It doesn't matter if prices go up. It doesn't matter if they never come back down. The main point is cards will always be out there. There'll be sealed stuff. There'll be singles. Buy when you can, not now for the sake of it, just because it's the hot thing on the market. It doesn't actually make a difference. Talking of what's hot in the market at the moment, obviously we have the Pikachu EX, the secret illustration rare, art rare, whatever you can call it. This has absolutely exploded in price. And if you don't believe me, the most recent solds for this are, like, the thumbnail wasn't lying, it genuinely wasn't. $570, $605, $620. In fact, when the thumbnail was made, $500 was literally the most expensive. I think it's actually like $470 something was the maximum, but obviously I rounded it up because it makes it better for the thumbnail. And then since then it just keeps going up, and they might even be close to $700 once sold. If you really want this card, trust me, it's probably not worth the money right now. Why? At the moment, it's the whole market sort of side of it. Pull rates are low, but there's still plenty of this card on the market. It is very high for what it is, and it will come down. It still might be a $200 card, £200 card. This card will have, I think, a very heavy decline before it comes back up again. There is no point in FOMOing into this card right now. You've kind of missed it. You either have it because you've opened it up, you bought it really low, and you have it ready to sell. If you haven't, don't worry. Unless you just got a ridiculous amount of money and $600 is nothing to you, then sure, do whatever you want. I don't have this card. I mean, I've not actually opened any Surging Sparks yet, but besides the point, even if I had $700, would I buy this card? No. Why? Well, there's a lot more sealed product of Surging Sparks I could buy, which is probably a better investment overall. Or I just want to open it to collect the set. And in my next video that will be coming out, I'll be going through the pricing of Surging Sparks after the first week or two of it being out, so we can go through some of the trends and what's going on. Most of the videos, it normally comes up, down, and then some go back up a little bit, plateau, etc. And definitely we'll spend some more time on this card in particular because it's definitely an interesting one. It's far outseas any other secret art rare from Scarlet and Violet so far. You know, the whole Greninja side of it seems nothing compared to Pikachu, does it? In fact, we were talking about Twilight Masquerade not that long ago, and it being a major set, a really cool Scarlet and Violet set, and we're already on to Pikachu, and I don't hear anyone talking about the Greninja anymore. In fact, it'd be interesting to look at that price, so maybe I'll look into that another day. The rest of this video is a bit different. It's a bit shorter, and I know at some points a bit more rambly, and I make no apologies for that, because I've seen a lot on YouTube at the moment, in some Facebook groups that I'm a part of, Twitter, and even on Reddit, etc., that with everything that's going on in the Pokemon market, lots of money is being spent, and I don't believe everyone can spend that much money. I don't know why. I get a feeling that a lot of people are spending beyond their means. People worry that they're missing out, and I just want to make it very clear that we don't need to. It's okay to miss out. Like I said, if this Pikachu never comes down below, say, 400, I'm okay with like never getting it for a while. Whether I just open it randomly or I up another card that's worth similar value and trade for it. Like, I'm not gonna get sleepless nights over not having this card, this Pikachu card, or the Moonbjorn, whether that's the original Moonbjorn or Moonbjorn 2.0. Okay, it really doesn't matter. I know people have different views on this regarding if they're an investor, collector, scalper. I still hate that term. Or just a casual person, and the ribbon shippers who are making it a bit more expensive for people like myself and probably you watching this. But that's the world we live in. So make sure you do your due diligence. Don't spend money for the sake of it. Christmas is coming up. There might be some Black Friday deals coming up for Pokemon, so keep an eye out on that. There might be some good deals, but don't expect too much. There's not normally a lot for it. It's more in the stores, and in the UK in particular, we don't normally get many good deals at all. It's more in the US for that. So please be careful out there with the Pokemon market at the moment, in particular with Surging Sparks, in particular with all the spoilers regarding Prismatic Evolutions. If you can't afford it, it's okay. There'll be a lot of people who are in a similar situation as you, and trust me, I am one of those. Like I said, I normally get a booster box and I open it on the channel. There's a reason why that video hasn't happened yet, because I don't have a booster box. And I might even not, and with the way pre-orders are going, I might not get much Prismatic Evolution. And I'm absolutely okay with that, okay? I will do my best, but if I don't have it, I don't have it. And I think that's the attitude more and more people need to make is, we want to be in this hobby, we want to collect, we want to get these cool cards. And I think too many people want these two cards too much, or people are trying to get these cards to make profit on it. And for every one person or one company that can do that, there's another 100 or 1,000 people that are trying to do it and fail and lose money as a result, even though they think they're making profit from it, but actually it's not quite like that. So please be careful out there. There's a lot of FOMO going on. There's a lot going on with the Pokemon markets, and investing, sometimes there are days where, although you could make lots of money, the risk is so high it's not worth it, that you literally just sit on your hands and don't do anything. And it's okay, because you might have missed out on an opportunity, but you've actually played it safe and not caused any risk. And I think that's what people practice in the Pokemon hobby at the moment. It's just sit on your hands, let stuff happen, and then when you are ready, when you do have money, when it's not necessarily an issue, maybe when prices come down, then you can get some of this product, some of these seal cards. Then you can get some of these seal product, some of these singles, some of these greatest cards. But until then, please don't worry about it. And if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more, then please make sure you are subscribed, like the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.